Linda from paperboutique.blogspot.com. Today I'm making this cute card portfolio. You could use this as a hostess gift filled with cards and envelopes or for a home warming gift. And I'll show you the inside. The inside is a little portfolio. On one side I'll make several of the house cards, and on the other side I'll make several of the envelopes to use as a gift. And today we're going to be making all three, so we've got a busy video planned. First of all, to make the portfolio, you use two envelopes, and these envelopes are 5 1/8 by 7 1/8 inch. And Staples has 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 specialty envelopes, and they sell 10 for $4.99. You may be able to find these at other stores. Well, let's assemble our envelope. I put a dashed line just for demonstration purposes along one side of the envelope. So you go ahead and would cut along that line, but for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to fold it back. So you'll have it and it will be cut. Then you have your other envelope, very simple. Move that over, and then you put the other envelope inside, and this would be cut off on the back, and right here in between the two you'll put your glue stick or tape runner, and let me show you how that looks on the final. Next we'll go ahead and make the portfolio. What I did for this particular portfolio is I cut the liner at 5 by 7 inches, and then I did a grass cut. It was a free SVG file, but you could use the grass cut from the Plantain cartridge, or several other Cricut cartridges have grass cuts. Next I made the house. Now I didn't use it as a card, I just used it as an application. But the good news is this is a free file that's available from Pieces of Me blog, and don't worry about the address or any of the sizes. I will have those posted on my website at www.paperboutique.blogspot.com. I'm just so thrilled that she did the house, and it's also designed for Gypsy as well as Design Studio. And like I said, it uses the George cartridge. So what I did is I went ahead and cut it out, and I didn't use it as a card. I glued all the pieces together for the front of my portfolio, but the next time I'm going to make it into a card. It also comes with a liner for the front, and when you're cutting the liner, cut it right side with the patterned right side down, and that'll fit perfectly. And then it also comes with a little liner for the door and for the roof. And I moved mine up a little bit just to get the added scallop, and you can see it comes over the top, so I just trimmed that off. And if you're making it in a card, you wouldn't even need to trim it. And here's the final house. This paper that I used is from a sweet pack that came from Joann's Fabrics, and I just love it. And I glued the liner on, glued the roof on, the door. I cuddlebugged the door and then put a piece of lavender behind the windows. The scallop oval is from an SVG cut, Scallop Shapes, and it's cut 3 inches. You could use a circle from mini monograms or from a sentimental Cricut cartridge, whatever you have. The inside oval measures 2 1/4 by 1 5/8. Then I created text to fit in the oval using Word, and I used Lucida font size 20 for the text. I don't know if you can see, but I then outlined the lavender oval using a white pen just for a little more detail, and then I assembled the house and glued the house card together for the front of my portfolio. Well, let's do the inside envelopes and cards at this point. For the card and for the envelope, let's start with the envelope. I used the Cricut Wild Card cartridge. I did it a little differently on the envelope. What I did for the envelope is I used the 6-inch envelope cut in a blackout, and this is on page 75. Then you just go ahead, fold it, and then put your tape runner or glue stick there, so you have a cute little envelope door. Then I cut the icon, and I didn't really like the look of the icon or the original front of the door. So you can see right here where it's attached, I just cut out all of those pieces and then glued it down. And here's an example. I put some paper, some scrap paper behind it, and then I just glued it to the front of my card. The paper I used for this particular paper is double-sided. It's from Imaginess, and it's Lucy Bird and Daisy May, and I'm really, really like that paper. So there's the envelope. Next, I did the house, and it's also a 6-inch cut. The thing I used my design studio on this particular cut to remove the shingles from the base cut. You don't have to, but I thought there would be less bulk, so I wanted to go ahead and remove them. I also cut out the liner, and there's a liner for the door and also for the windows, which I just think is adorable. Something to keep in mind when you're doing the shingles is I used my glue pen. You don't want to glue the shingles down, so I just ran just a little bead of glue all the way around the particular shingles and put it down. And then when I glued it, well, let me show you on the finished product. When I glued it down, I just flipped the shingles up with my fingernail. The last thing I did is I cut 2 planters, and they were also cut proportionately, one in brown and one in green, and then I just simply snipped off the bottom of the green and covered it with the brown. The fun thing with the Imaginess reversible paper is it's really an easy card to do, and I'll probably do, when I finish this, some rub-ons on the inside of my card. Well, that is they're very, very simple cards using the Wild Card cartridge. I love that cartridge. And so you have your finished portfolio, and then on the inside I will have several envelopes that I will slide here, and then I will have the house here. Well, I'd like to thank you for watching, and please check out my blog at www.paperboutique.blogspot.com for more information and the measurements for this project and additional videos and project ideas. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.